today's workout session. Peace and blessings. Welcome to Mindful Pilates. My name is Taylor Sharice. I am a certified mat Pilates instructor, a woman's wellness guide, and your new bestie for all things wellness. Today, I am going to guide you through a Pilates stretch flow. It's great for beginners or really anyone who just wants a quick routine to help with their overall flexibility and mobility. If you're new here at Mindflow, we do Pilates a little bit differently, so I turn it into a complete wellness experience. We start off with a quick little journal session, then we move into our Pilates routine, and we end each class with a short sound bowl session. So if you're ready to go ahead and get started, you can grab your journal. We're not going to use any prompt today. I just want you to take a few minutes and set your intentions for whatever day it is that you want to have. I'm going to go ahead and write in my journal. You can pause the video and take as much time as you need. I'm going to speed it up on my end, and then I'll see you back here to get into our stretch flow. All done? Great, let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited to guide you all through this Pilates mobility routine. So today we're actually going to get started standing on our feet. So I want you to make sure that your feet are parallel, which means that your toes should be facing forward, directly in a straight line. Make sure that your feet are aligned with your hip and your weight is on your ankles so that your body is balanced and you have good stability. I want you to relax your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Amazing. So we're going to do that a few more times. I want you to take both hands and place them on top of your rib cage so you can begin to understand how your breath work affects your body in Pilates. So again, we take a deep breath in through our nose. You should feel your rib cage opening and expanding, kind of like an umbrella as you inhale. And on the exhale, close your rib cage together, using that momentum to connect to your pelvic floor and also your transverse abdominis, which is your deep core muscle. So again, we're going to do that 4 more times. So deep breath in, expand the rib cage, and exhale. Close the rib cage and connect and release all the air in your lungs through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Amazing. Drop your hands down to your sides. I want you to rotate your palms outward. Take another deep breath in. And I want you to bring your hands up towards the ceiling. Your head is following, meaning you are looking at your hands. And on the exhale, we drop our head down, bring our hands towards our hips again. We're going to do that again, this time as we rotate our palms outward, lift our hands towards the ceiling. I want you to come up on your tippy toes. And exhale, slowly lower yourself back down. We're going to do this 4 more times. So what we're doing here is warming up our head, neck, shoulders, and also our ankles. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Last 2. And the last one. You're doing great. Amazing. I'm going to turn to the side so you can have a better view. We're going to do a roll down. It's a very classic Pilates exercise that everyone should know. So for the roll down, I want you to bend your knees just slightly. I want you to tuck your pelvis in, almost as if you're bringing your pelvis towards your chest. Then I want you to slowly lower yourself down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra, and imagine that you have a magnet on your head that's pulling you towards your mat. So it'll look like this. Now, once you're here with your knees slightly bent, want you to place your hands on your mat for support. You're going to take another deep breath in, bending your knees even more, and on the exhale, I want you to extend your legs and get a nice deep stretch into your hamstring, making sure that you're keeping your weight centered on your feet and you're not leaning back to lose that engagement. So again, deep breath in, bend the knees, exhale, we extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Great job. Now from here, what I want you to do is take your right hand, bring it up towards the ceiling, and come into a nice chest rotation. Inhale back into center. On the exhale, we do the left hand. Again, just making sure that you're keeping your weight centered, so you're getting a good stretch into your hamstring. And then you're rotating the hand up towards the ceiling to get a nice stretch in your trunk. Last one, so we do the right hand, and then the left hand. Doing a great job. Okay, hands back into the mat for support. I want you to bend the knees once more. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, slowly bring your knees into the mat, and we come into all fours. Now, as we're in all fours, I want you to make sure that your knees are still hips distance apart. Also, your knees should be aligned with your hip, and your wrists should be aligned with your shoulders. That's how you know you're in a good all fours position. Also, make sure that you're pressing your ankles into the mat for additional stability, and you're pushing up through your scapulas. You don't want to collapse into your shoulder blades and lose the engagement there. Keep your head aligned with your neck and shoulders, and your back should be in a neutral position, meaning that it's very flat, like a tabletop. So from here, we're going to go into a little cat-cow stretch. You might be familiar, but if not, I will give you a very thorough explanation. So you take a deep breath in, and as you draw your breath in, you are pulling your stomach and rib cage into your back, pushing up through your scapulas, and you drop the head so that you're looking at your thighs. Now on the exhale, you're bringing your spine into retroversion, sticking the glutes and tailbones out and lifting the neck. But again, still keeping your scapulas engaged so you're not collapsed into your shoulder. We're going to do this a few more times. So inhale. Bring the spine into flexion, push up through our scapulas, drop the head. Exhale. Spine goes into retroversion, glutes out, we lift the head. And two more. Last one. Great job. I want you to open your knees just slightly wider than the hips. Drop your glutes down onto your ankles and come into a child's pose. Bring the hands out as far as you can. Drop the head into the mat. Take a few deep breaths in here. Notice where your body feels tense. Notice if one side is slightly looser than the other side. Just use this moment to really connect. Make sure you continue to breathe in and out. Amazing. Now from here, I want you to slowly lower yourself down onto the mat so that you're laying on your stomach. We're going to do a nice postural chain flex that's really great for the back and spinal mobility and articulation. So I want you to take your right hand, place it behind your head, take your left hand, place it on top of your right hand. I want you to squeeze your glutes and press your pelvis into the floor to help stabilize you. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, And on the exhale, I just want you to lift your chest off the mat as much as you can. If you can only do a few centimeters, that's completely fine. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Last one, inhale down, exhale up. Great job. Place your hands in the mat beside your chest. Lift yourself up, and I want you to come into a mermaid position. So I want you to have your left knee bent in front of you, right knee bent behind you. Make sure that you have your glutes pressed into the mat. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to flex to the side and really press into our hip flexors. This is a great hip opening exercise. Inhale, center. Exhale, we'll go to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. And inhale, center. Exhale. Amazing. Next, we're going to do a modified version of the lateral side bend. I think this is a great way for any of my beginners to Pilates to practice this before you get into a full extension of the side bend, which is a more intermediate advanced workout. So you're going to have your left leg in the mat. Take your right leg, bring it in front of your left leg. Your ankles should be together. We're going to throw those glutes back, so literally throw it back to make sure that they are extended behind you. Take your left hand, bring it to your hip, and then extend it outward so that you're bearing your weight on your hand. Keep the chest high, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to do a thrusting motion where we lift our glutes and hips off the mat, and we come back down. Last one. Amazing job. Now we're going to go into our mermaid stretch on the other side. So we have our right leg bent in front of us, left leg bent behind us. Again, glutes and tailbone into the mat, chest high, deep breath in. Exhale, we flex to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, flex. Inhale, center. Exhale, flex. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, flex. Amazing job. Then we go into our lateral bend on this side as well. So right leg on the mat, bent in front of us. Left leg crossed over the right leg, ankles connected. Throw it back. Take your right hand to your hip, extend it out so we're bearing weight on our hand. Chest high, deep breath in. We thrust up and down. Up and down. Down. Last one. And down. Amazing job. We're going to move into our sound bowl session to close out today's class. So what I would like for you to do is lay down comfortably on your mat in any position that works for you. Once you're there, you're going to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. deep breath in, back into your body, and exhale. I want you to open your eyes, and thank you so very much for joining me in the Mindful Pilates studio, and I will see you next time.